so we could do that. You are just a cacophony of sound over here.
What's so funny?
My best record is 10.
What's so funny? I don't get it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Diaries. Today I'm mourning the passing of my tripod. One of the legs just went tapino, and so now it only stands up so high. Matter of fact, right now it's cranked up to its highest point, and I need to get another tripod, something I really can't afford right now, but you know, I need a tripod, so there you go. Anyway, boy, this has been a heck of a time. I just got my lease renewal. What the fuck? Yeah, that was not a pleasant thing to find, and I almost wound up having to tear down the towers of Darkslade Manor and move along. But things have somewhat worked out, at least for the next year and a month. So we'll see what happens next year, and maybe moving to a new location. Wouldn't that not be fun? You're darn right, because what I have been saying, or what have I been saying this whole time, I ain't moving. That's why I do as much stuff as I do around here, because I have no plans to move. And I still have no plans to move, but sometimes things happen. But that notwithstanding, this episode, well, there was a point in the week when I just didn't want to do anything. I wanted to get out of the house, so we took a little trip. Place you've been to before, but we got to see something we've never been able to see before, so that's kind of exciting. Little work on the Adventureland porch. I mean little, like infinitesimal amount of work on the Adventureland porch. Is part of that going on. What else went on? Oh, you got a couple of boxes, but nothing super exciting, except for, you know, it is what it is. And a couple other things. So rather than go on and droll on about my rent increase and how stinking large it was, we'll talk about that later, maybe. Or maybe not, who knows. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get going! I just got home from work. It is about 25 minutes to 1 in the morning. I have to get up and work with my juniors tomorrow. That's not till, 10:30 or so. But I got a piece of mail that I didn't want to wait to open. And no particular reason. Just didn't want to wait. But this is it. It's addressed to me. It says, "Do not discard card enclosed." Now, the reason I wanted to bring this up now while I'm thinking about it is because if this is a legitimate card, the last thing in the world they want to put on it is card enclosed, because that tells any thief or dishonest mail person that there's a card in here. By the same token, the level of intelligence around the world right now is pretty darn low. So I gotta look. I gotta look now at 1:40 or at 12:40 in the morning, and it's in an envelope that won't open. Here we go. Well, it's an actual card. It's from. Is it an actual card? I can't even tell. No, it's not. It's not an actual card. It is a fake card that looks deceptively like a real card. That is impressive. Double your $1,100 credit line to $2,200. Let's see. Good news for Razzlefratz Broger, that's me. You have been, say it with me, pre-approved for a Visa credit card with no hidden fees. No hidden fees. That's right. The fees are right out there where you can't miss them. So this one, the card itself actually had me somewhat fooled for like a quarter of a second. But when I looked that it was from Merrick Bank, we all use Merrick Bank, right? That's well known. Yeah, it's a load of crapophobia. And the back end, this is the back of the card. Isn't that awesome? Oh, that looks real, doesn't it? Okay, well, now I think I can sleep because I know, I don't know. It was one of those things where I got it and I just felt the need to open it right now. Right before, while it's still tomorrow. Anyway, okay. I'd normally say on to other things, but no, off to bed. I think that's a better idea. Got a box! This is very strange. I wasn't supposed to get any boxes this month because, the payment of the lands of Darkslade Towers went crazy high, and also the fact I just didn't have any money. But this was a necessity here. And it's in this box. I'll show you what it is. Actually, I think I got one of these before and showed it, and I'm sure I did, but we're going to do it again. If I can get, there we go. I bought a box of air. Okay, it's just with my microphone. You can go back in there. Here it is. Yeah, I don't understand this whole massive box thing for something this tiny. These are batteries for the living room. All of the candle lights and so forth in Darkslade Manor, in our haunted mansioning here. Oh, I'm doing this the hard way. Well, the batteries have kind of gone. So they lasted for about 6 months. I do use the lights a lot. There they are. Button batteries. 2450s, of which I apparently use a lot of. And these are very expensive when you buy them in the store. They're like $5.50 a piece. This package ran me $9, I think. So we'll put the box away. It'll go out to the car when I go out to the car. And now with these, and with what's left of these, so I have 4, 6, 8, 18. I need 6, 7, the ones out in the porch, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No. 10 in all. So we have enough to take care of the problem and have some left over. And if I need any for the other small lights, of which I have 4, then I'm still good to go. There you go. Well, check this out. I just got home from work, walked in the front door, haven't even washed my hands yet, and what's boxes? A box. And I'm pretty sure I know what this is. Yeah, because I got the other one yesterday, so there should be. It should be. This is about the most useless insulation I've ever seen. It's one of the airbags. There's no air in it. Down. Little box inside the big box. Amazon Basics, it says. Which also doesn't tell you what it is. But I know what it is. Open the box. And it's what I thought it would be. AAA batteries. More AAA batteries. And more AAA batteries. There's a face bevel on the back. There's a false bottom on this thing. Why didn't you put it in a flatter box? So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 36. Now, why did I buy batteries from Amazon instead of going down to Walgreens? I'll give you a heck of a lot of reasons, but the main one is these 36 batteries ran me about $9. Oh no, wait a minute, these they're closer to $10. Now, these are not super high quality, obviously. They are Amazon, they're Amazon brand. They have a shelf life of like 15 years, and they'll work in your devices for about 9 minutes. So, I got a lot of them. I've never really realized or paid too much attention to how many AAA batteries I use. I know I use a lot of AA's. And I know I use quite a number of the flats, the button batteries. The 2450s. But all of the disc lights, the things that I use that are behind the busts that sit in here that accent that wall and what have you, the light that goes out on the Adventureland porch, those all take 3 AAA batteries. And the thing that's unique, and I'm pretty sure this is the case, when those devices are not on, they still use the battery. I know, it's weird. And I think it's because they can be run by remote control. You know, you hit it with the button and they come on. And that's probably where they're draining the batteries. So I got what would be referred to as a unit of weight and measurement. I got a buttload full of AAA batteries. And we'll see how long they last. Fortunately, well, I wish my tall candles took the AAAs, but they take the AA's. I go through a lot of batteries. Never realized how many batteries I went through until I started working on the Haunted Mansion homage, and then, boy, howdy, I just started going through them like there was no tomorrow. I went through them like batteries. Anyway, okay, so, that does not stick into wood. I guess I'm going to change my shirt. I'm still in my work clothes. And get on to other things. Well, as you can see, the Adventureland porch is looking pretty sad state. Gotta get rid of this big box, put it in there. That's gotta go in there, all of this. Some of this fell right on top of Alright, this is a very old pump. This is the one that used to run this fountain over here. And I need to see if it still works. I'm assuming it does. It looks like crud, but as far as I know, it should still work. I got most of this stuff cleared up. I gotta get this table out of here, or the workbench rather. And this is all for a Weeblefesterish type thing, if I can ever get to it. Well, the pump works, which I knew it would. It only leaves the question, what exactly am I going to do with it? Well, I need to think of that. I need to think a little longer, and I'll come up with something. Okay, the time has come that I have to start working on some props for an upcoming project. And one of them is one that I've made a dozen times, and that's the Tentacle. Well, the problem with the Tentacle is well, depending upon what kind of making. This isn't really a tentacle, this is a tree branch. And you know I've done those before. If you go back a few episodes, a few dozen episodes, you'll find it. But the problem is they don't last too long, and the reason is because I make them out of PVC. And then they have to be small hinges because we're only using 1/2-inch PVC because it gets heavy. You know, the further out it goes, the heavier it gets. And it gets especially heavy on the first couple of segments. And that has a tendency to rip up the hinges. So the hinges are the big problem. The other thing is I had the ones that I have made, I have basically have one piece on top of another, and it's got a groove cut in it so it'll follow the direction of the groove. Follows the direction of the groove. But it also puts a hinge on the backside so it can swing all the way back. Well, all we wanted to do is to sit one piece on top of the other, more or less, with just a little bit of a cut in there. So when you put them together, instead of being straight up, they're kind of like this a little bit. And then put the hinge on the front instead of the back. That'll take some of the torque off of the bolts or the screws that I use to hold it in place. But gotta find hinges that will work, and they need to be small and they need to be heavy duty. The ones I've used before are basically like cabinet hinges, and they don't last too terribly long. They bend pretty easily. So I'm going to take a jaunt down to Home Depot and see if they have any kind of a small heavy duty hinge, and I'm thinking that if I get them, or if I find them, they ain't gonna be cheap. And right now we are kind of financially strapped, so I may only be able to do a couple of them, and I'm thinking I could use the heavy duty ones at the base of the device where there's more torque, and use the lighter duty ones up towards the other end where there's not a lot of weight balancing off of them. So I'm going to go take a look, and I think I have enough PVC. If not, I can get a stick of PVC. Those are not too terribly expensive, and we'll go for there. I've got plenty of butcher paper to make the bark. If you go back several dozen episodes, you will find that I have done the branches before, and I have all kinds of ivy strands out there to make it look like a branch. So I'm on my way to do that right now. Well, they didn't have it. They just had the little cheapy small hinges like I've gotten before. So I went online and I found them online. They are not cheap. They're about $3.50 a piece, and we're talking about this big. Okay, little tiny things. So I may have to get a couple from there. I think I have a few of the regular ones left over. Matter of fact, I think I have a prop that I started to build that I discontinued because it wasn't coming out right, and I think I got some hinges on that, so I may have to use that instead. But that being said, I did go to the grocery store, which is a good idea because I was practically out of grocery. But now I've got grocery, so I can do wacky things like eat. We can have dinner. Not right now. It's too early, but soon. I've got some dishes that need to be done. I need to put in the dishwasher and turn it on. I've got some laundry that I need to do, and man, I probably should do it. And I've got a lot of lights in here that need the new batteries put in, which is another thing I got to do. And quite frankly, I don't feel like doing any of those things right at this moment. It's about 2:15 in the afternoon. It's a nice day outside, and I just don't want to do it right now. Now, I'm an old man. I've done a lot in my life. I've had to take care of a lot of things. Taking care of people, my kids. I've worked just about since I turned 18 to today. I've been working, always working, and I bloody well don't feel like doing that today, so I'm not going to. Or not today, let me rephrase it. Right now I don't feel like doing it. I will do it today because I'll come home and feel guilty that I didn't do it, and I'll do it anyway. But yeah, I need to get out. Go where it doesn't really matter. Just get out of the house for a while. So, I think I'll do that. And I think maybe I'll take you with me. Why not? Oh. Got my Costa Rica hat on today. From when my daughter went. I got my bottle of soda. And I'm shaking the camera all around here. Bottle of soda. Still don't know where I'm going. Probably one of the places I've been to a dozen times because they're not too far away. Bet you that sun is really bright, isn't it? So what wondrous things did I have in my mail? Water bill. Another reason why I need to get out of the house. Bills,
the highest
bills.
ratings by leading consumer magazines. So call 602-910-657.
Don't
If you call, you mention Gatos.
Don't
they'll come to your
call.
house
Don't
for
mention
free.
Gatos.
They'll
Just
talk to you about Connecticut.
forget it.
They'll test your water while they're there. They'll give you a price for a couple different systems.
I always get a kick out of hearing these things about
602-910-657.
how this fresh water
They'll do that
put into your
for free.
home.
And you can visit ConnecticutAC.com.
You know you want to. And maybe I like lousy, stagnant, putrid water. I don't need my air conditioner on, that's for darn sure. It is, what is it? 68 degrees, not bad. And where am I going? I'm going over speed bump, that's where I'm going. Woohoo! Time to go home. I don't know, I guess I'll think about it for a couple of blocks. Well, I'm on Shea Boulevard right now and headed down towards Scottsdale Road, so I guess I'm going to do something out there. Most likely, who knows? I think I might just go to the Railroad Park, sit on a bench for a while. Get a $4 small Diet Coke. And, oh no, I don't need one. I have a Diet Coke. Yeah, let's test it and see if it works. Works good. Might take an hour to get there. Normally takes about 8 minutes. But I've hit every signal red. think it's open, but we can. I don't think so, but let's see if we can. There we go. Huh. Oh, they're for birthday parties. That's cool. I wonder if they've always been here. I doubt they move much because, you know, they like have no wheels. Got to find out what this is all about. Well, we are inside the Mccormick Stillman Railroad Park Museum, which I have said for the last 3 years we were going to see, and we never have. Now we can.
Hey there. How you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
We're good.
Yeah. Now you're welcome to walk to the train, to Pullman Car.
Okay.
But the stroller won't fit to it. So
That's right.
we can carry a child through. You can leave it on the back patio, carry the child through.
Alright. She's ready to be out of this thing anyway.
From Texas?
No.
You just fan of Texas?
Yeah. My wife's from Texas. We're from Nashville, Tennessee.
Nice place to be.
Yep. Yep. It was 15 degrees when we left there the other day.
Yeah, and your Titans are still in play.
Oh yeah, I know.
That was terrible.
It was, I don't know what they were
It
doing.
didn't show up. It
Oh, they're throwing the ball.
didn't make sense. No, they
There's like 3 or 4 different arrows of communication here.
They should have fast forward.
Yeah. Yeah. All they had to do was run another
The
down,
typewriter
kick field goal,
and the Morse code
Yeah, it's stupid.
would not have existed at the same time. Wouldn't have been used at the same time.
Me.
You got to intercept.
Yep. That was the end of it.
Telegraph Morse
We're
code.
gonna go out
Yeah.
here and walk through this.
Go me.
All right, thank you. I know I'm getting you out. Just wait a minute. Come on. Look at that. Pull it.
You can bring it in, you won't fit the train, so you can recommend leave it on the back patio.
Oh,
And
okay.
carry your child through if that works for you.
Looks real, doesn't it?
It's not real, though.
I know.
I know you don't like that. You gotta go back.
Should we go see some more trains?
This shop is so cool. Now the guy in the building told me a very interesting story about the Pullman car at the end here. Specially built. Only 6 of them are made here for the used by 3 presidents. Unfortunately, I couldn't get him on video because it's not allowed. But I'm going to put a link to their site so you can see it for yourself. This is a baggage car. tissue press. Boy, these things are even around back then.
Can I see? Can I see?
Would that be for way to travel?
Oh,
That,
And look, it connects to it.
that's a lot of room or like this. What?
There's one more bed. And a little pod and a shower. Now look at this, this is your office. Don't get on the furniture. When you go to travel on plane, you just sit back here and ride.
Out here.
These are feathers. Jerry, where are you?
Life magazine. Oh, the bathroom. Secured to the floor. Now this is a car, was built in 1914, and it was used by 4 presidents apparently. And look at this room. Wow. This is amazing. Oh, and here are the presidents that have used it. FDR, Harry Truman, Dwight Eisenhower, and my mind goes completely blank here. I'll have to look it up and print it on the screen, so I'll still look like an idiot for not knowing, but still. Herbert Hoover? I don't know, but I know how to get out of the situation. Well, that was absolutely fascinating for a railroad buff. If none of you are railroad buffs, then it probably wasn't so fascinating for you. This is very exciting. The carnival's working today. Check it out. So this would be pretty much the 3rd time I've been to the episode here at the Mccormick Stillman Park, and I'm going to do it again today. Finally got to see the museum. That was very, very cool, and you've seen it too because I just showed it to you. The weather is perfect out here right now. It's just nice. Not a lot of people here. Actually, there's more now than there was when I got here. I've been here for about an hour and a half. And James, over in the museum said that they are looking for employees, and that they prefer older folks to work here because generally we have more of an affinity to the railroads and the park and so forth. So I'm going to look into that. Might be a neat part-time gig. Might be a neat full-time gig. Who knows? I don't have any plans to leave my current job, but sure would like to work here. Anyway, so we'll end this episode. The next one out in February. I only have 28 days, and it usually takes me 29 to 37 to get one done. So might be a little later than that. No, there's a lot of people passing in front of me, but they're getting off the carousel. So that'll be, I don't know what'll be happening in the next episode. I know we got to work on the Adventureland porch. That's a foregone conclusion. And a couple of other things that I'm working on. But we will do that in the next episode. In the meantime, you guys have yourselves a great week or two or three. End of line.